Hi there, my name is Qais and this is Otaku ME. We have our videographer Nina doing all the fancy work. I'm here actually to do our first product review. We recently received a shipment of Master Grade Amazing Red Warrior, and as soon as it came in we took one box out and I built it over the long weekend, and we wanted to show you this kit. Now, before I actually go into the details of the kit, I wanted to talk a little bit about Amazing Red Warrior. When it first showed up in Build Fighters, I was a little bit confused. I didn't really understand why there was so much excitement about it. So I asked Nina, I told him, man, this guy looks a little bit, why is everyone so excited about it? And he explained that in an old Gundam manga for kids called Bon Bon something, there was that thing. It was basically based on there was a legendary Gundam called Red Warrior, and so this one's a take on that Red Warrior. We have this kit in 3 flavors. We have the Master Grade that I have built. Beautiful box art on this one, and you can see some of the poses on the side. We also have the high grade version, if you're not looking at spending anything in the Master Grade range, you can go for this one. And again, the high grades in the Build Fighter series are pretty impressive. They have very good articulation. The third one is not quite Amazing Red Warrior, but it's a Kurenai Musha, so Red Warrior Amazing this time. It's actually based on an older SD called Kurenai Musha, but it does take some elements from the Amazing Red Warrior. So this one can kind of be considered as a third variation of Amazing Red Warrior. So let's just set up properly and I'll show you what makes this kit an absolutely amazing Master Grade. Okay, so let's take a look at this mobile suit and see some of the cool features and gimmicks. One thing I want to start off with is, you see on the back here, we took off the backpack to demonstrate. There are these 2 things that stick out here, and if you push them, they will open up the missile pods in the chest unit, like that and like that. Another really cool feature is that the skirts also have built-in missile pods, so you can slide them down and reveal the missile pods over there. I don't quite understand why they did this. I mean, this is not a mobile suit that is operated in the traditional sense because of Build Fighters, but you can raise this little hatch in here and you can see Meijin Kawaguchi's feet in there. So he actually sits inside this mobile suit. The Red Warrior, the original Red Warrior, was based on the RX-78-2. So we have an RX-78-2 themed mini shield on the forearm. And look at this articulation. I mean, the arms can go all the way. In typical Master Grade, you can have the fingers, the thumb articulates. The index finger has a complete separate articulation with the joint over here. The remaining 3 fingers are connected down here. Some hobbyists might choose to cut these so that they articulate separately, but the upper fingers can articulate separately. You can also see that the palms, it's a little bit fidgety, but you can, maybe I'm doing it the other way around. Let's try with this arm. There's basically this part here. You can pop this open and you can insert this into the weapon so that it can hold the weapon better. And it can also articulate at the waist. You can see it can tilt this way and that way. So you can pose it in many very interesting ways. The skirt themselves, they can also articulate. So all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, they all move separately, and so you can give some more space for the legs as you're posing. the legs can also go completely. I mean, that's not a very nice pose to be in, but you can do that if you want. Oops, and I pop the leg off. So let's just pop that back on, right there. A really cool thing is this foot assembly. You can see that it can tilt this way. It can stand on its toes. You can also tilt this downwards, so it can do that. And the really nice thing is that there are these two pistons on both sides of every foot, and as you're moving the foot around, you can see that they kind of function in a way. You can see them. Let me just do that, and you can see that range of motion. So all in all, it's a very articulate master grade kit, but the weaponry, take a look at this. There are quite a few weapons. This is the main backpack, and it has two arms on both sides that can move in a number of directions, so you can pose whatever weapons you choose to attach in whatever way you want. This thing over here can also, it's telescopic a little bit. I got like, Nina couldn't contain himself there. Another thing is, you'll find this right here where you attach the weapons. You can actually twist this and seal it. It's a little bit tight, but it is possible, I assure you. Hang on a second, let me try to do it. Right there, see that? So you can hide the socket, like that. So the other weapons, they also have the same feature. So you can twist it to show that socket, and then insert the socket into the backpack holding unit. This kind of gun sword of sorts, there are actually two lengths. You can have like either the shorter blade, or you can just pull it out this way and insert the other one. And you can also use this extra part to connect both of them into this really cool double-edged beast. This weapon, again, this weapon here is like very modular. You can pull bits out and attach things and detach things, and so you can kind of come up with quite a few options. This part can be popped open. You can see these missiles can also be extracted. They're a bit tight, but let me see if I can pull them out. I did a bit of a good job pushing them in, I guess, but these two are attached together, so they're actually two parts, not four. What else can I show you? I can show you that there's an extra Meijin Kawaguchi figure, and I can never paint these. We have a very good customer named Noel Calderon. You have to be Noel Calderon level to be able to paint these. He does a very good job painting these figures, and he always shares the images with us. The beam effect parts can be attached to the forearm. Oops. Yeah, sorry. It can be attached over here, like that. So you have two lengths. You can have the bigger one or the smaller one. So that's it for this product review. It's an awesome kit. I absolutely enjoyed building it. I usually take quite some time to build these master grade kits, but this one was very, very enjoyable, and actually blasted through it in what for me is record time. So I was done in a weekend. It won't take you that long, and the end results, I think, are very impressive. They speak for themselves. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Take care. Actually, two more things before we go. I very, very, very strongly recommend that you go through and apply the decals. This image is from the instruction manual, and it shows you the built kit without any decals applied. And I just want you to compare it with the built kit that we have that has all the decals applied. it makes such a big difference that you don't want to miss on this step. I was kind of impressed when I built it before putting the decals on, but the decals really made the kit pop. And one more thing is, a lot of you were following us on Snapchat, and we were actually posting videos and snaps about how the process was going of building it. So if you haven't followed us yet, please follow us on Snapchat. It's otaku-me, and we'll be featuring future builds in the same way as well. Thanks for watching.